Something big just happened in Cleveland, and a lot of people around the NFL are still trying to process it. For months, the conversation around the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation was complete chaos. Every week there was a new rumor, a new insider report, a new theory about who would take control of the offense. Some analysts were convinced the Browns would chase another veteran quarterback. Others believed Cleveland would make a surprise trade. Names like Kyler Murray kept popping up in discussions. Some fans even believed a wild move for Tua Tagovailoa could happen. Then there were talks about Malik Willis, and even whispers about a veteran like Kirk Cousins entering the picture. But while all of that noise was happening outside the building, something very different was happening inside the Browns organization. Quietly, patiently. Cleveland was evaluating one player more closely than anyone else. And now the direction of the franchise is starting to become clear. Shedeur Sanders is stepping into the spotlight in a way that could completely reshape the Browns' future. And whether people are ready for it or not, Cleveland appears to be betting big on him. But that decision didn't come out of nowhere. Because behind the scenes, the Browns had been watching something develop that fans and media couldn't fully see, and once they noticed it, everything changed. The interesting part of this story starts with how the Browns' coaching staff began talking about Shedeur Sanders. At first, the tone was cautious. When the team first introduced him, head coach Todd Monken made it clear that Sanders still had a lot of development ahead of him. Like most young quarterbacks entering the league, there were areas of his game that needed polishing, footwork, timing, adjusting to NFL defenses. But recently, Monken's tone started shifting, and people around the league noticed. Instead of focusing on development, he began talking about something else entirely: playmaking. Monken described Sanders as having elite playmaking ability, the kind of instinct you simply can't teach. The kind of talent that shows up when a play breaks down and the quarterback has to improvise. According to the coaching staff, Sanders has already shown flashes of that ability on film and in practice. He may not be known as a run-first quarterback, but coaches say he's far more elusive than people expected. He moves well inside the pocket, avoids pressure, and extends plays when protection breaks down. In other words, he has the kind of mobility modern NFL offenses rely on, and that fits perfectly with the system Monken likes to run. That's why the Browns are preparing him like a quarterback who could realistically be ready sooner than people think. Some inside the organization even believe he could be ready to lead the offense as early as week 1. But that possibility creates another massive storyline inside Cleveland, because if Sanders steps into that role, it changes everything for another quarterback who once dominated the Browns' headlines: Deshaun Watson. Not long ago, Watson was supposed to be the long-term answer for Cleveland. When the Browns originally brought him in, the vision was simple. They believed they had finally solved the quarterback problem that haunted the franchise for decades. Watson was expected to stabilize the offense, lead deep playoff runs, and give Cleveland the elite quarterback play they had been chasing for years. But the NFL rarely follows a perfect script. Injuries began to interrupt his rhythm with the offense. Long stretches away from the field made it difficult to build consistency. And when a quarterback can't find that rhythm, doubt starts creeping in. Fans began questioning the future. Analysts started wondering if Cleveland would eventually look for another option.